Hello and welcome to Symphony Storytime. I'm Matthew Gailey and I'll be your reader today, and we have a very special guest from Oregon Symphony.
Hi, my name is Jeff Garza and I play the French horn, and it sounds like this.
Thanks, Jeff. That sounded beautiful. I can't wait to hear what that sounds like with this story we're about to read for everyone. So the story today is titled All the World. It's written by Liz Garton Scanlon and illustrated by Marla Frazee. This book is about how the world is all around you wherever you are, and how the world is all of us. We hope you enjoy it. Rock, stone, pebble, sand. Body, shoulder, arm, hand. A moat to dig, a shell to keep. All the world is wide and deep. Hive, bee, wings, hum. Husk, cob, corn, yum. Tomato blossom, fruit so red. All the world's a garden bed. Tree, trunk, branch, crown, climbing up and sitting down. Morning sun becomes noon blue. All the world is old and new. Road, street, track, path, ship, boat, wooden raft. Nest, bird, feather, fly. All the world has got its sky. Slip, trip, stumble, fall. Tip the bucket and spill it all. Better luck another day. All the world goes round this way. Table, bowl, cup, spoon. Hungry tummy, supper's soon. Butter, flour, big black pot. All the world is cold and hot. Spreading shadows, setting sun. Crickets, curtains, day is done. A fire takes away the chill. All the world can hold quite still. nanas, papas, cousins, kin, piano, harp, and violin, babies passed from neck to knee. All the world is you and me. Everything you hear, smell, see. All the world is everything. Everything is you and me. Hope and peace and love and trust. All the world is all of us. Thanks, Jeff. That was wonderful. It fit this story so well. Thanks so much for that playing. Well, it's time for me to go, but before I do, I have one more question for you, Jeff. How do you get all the different sounds out of that horn?
Well, every musical instrument works on the principle of vibration. So for a string instrument, they pull the bow across the string and create a vibration that creates a sound of a string instrument. A clarinet player, bassoon player uses a reed that two pieces of wood vibrate together and create a sound that way. For brass players, we use our lips. Our lips are the thing that vibrates. So we do this, and we do it in the horn. We get that sound. So that buzz just gets amplified by the horn and creates a really nice sound on the other end. And we can do all sorts of other cool techniques as horn players, one of which is called stopped horn. So if I play a normal note, with my hand open, I get that sound. If I close my hand all the way, I get this sound. So very different sound that a lot of composers like to use to sound mysterious or far away. And the piece that I'm going to play for you in a little bit will use this technique. Another question people always ask about is, what do these buttons do? Since we make the sound with our lips, it's kind of what are the buttons for? What they do is they change the length of tubing on the horn. So if I have no buttons pressed down, none of these tubes are being used. They're just sitting there doing nothing. If I push this button down, then I add this length of tubing, and it makes the horn longer, and I can play lots of different notes that I couldn't play before. And every time I push a new button down, it adds more length of tubing. If I turn the horn around, you can see when I press a button, it moves a lever which turns a valve, which reroutes the air in the horn. Sort of like at a railroad station, a train might decide to go a different direction and somebody pulls a lever and the track runs a different direction. It's the same thing here. If I press this button down, it shifts the direction of the air in the horn and adds different length of tubing. So that's how we get all the different notes on the horn. The piece I'm going to play is called Parable for Solo Horn by Vincent Persichetti. A parable is a story, usually with some kind of a lesson. And one of the things I love about playing instrumental music as opposed to vocal music that most people are used to with words, instrumental music, the performer and the listener have to use their imagination to figure out what the story is. So this piece is called Parable, but it's up to you to decide what the parable is about. So maybe you can think about what story you hear in your head as I play this piece.
Bye.